Hello, this is Final Smasher. Sorry about that light in the background. That's the light to my room. I know it's kind of bright and distracting and stuff, but there's not much I could do about it. So today I'd like to do a little vlog review of one of my favorite games Nintendo has made, and certainly my favorite game on the 3DS. I'm talking about Kid Icarus Uprising. This game doesn't get nearly enough credit as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, the controls are kind of bad. I could see why they'd be a problem. You get used to them. The stand really helps. I've done a little bit of experimentation, and I found that you could hold the stand just fine. It takes away from the portability a little bit, but it's not like you have to sit at a desk or something. Um, you could carry the stand around with you. You're completely fine. Though you do want to be stationary if you tackle the harder challenges in the game. Um, Really, the control problems would have been completely solvable if the 3DS slider pad had a click on it, like the PS 2, 3, PlayStation something analog sticks have a click to them. I think the Xbox 360 does too. I'm not entirely sure. I only the Wii is the only next gen, current gen console I own, sadly enough. Um, but I'm pretty sure they have that. If the 3DS had that, just click the analog pad, the circle pad to fire. Control problem solved. I understand that a lot of people want dual analog controls, the Circle Pad Pro. I never really got used to dual analog controls. There's a lot of precision with the touchscreen controls. I think it's fantastic, very precise, very good. Um, Really, the layout itself is very well done. Just that um, working with the 3DS itself, it falls just shy of having everything you need for to control a game like this. Actually, I think releasing this game in the 3DS might have been a missed opportunity. Um, because if this game could have been a great launch title for the Wii U. I mean, you have the tablet controller, and it would control a lot the same as it does in the 3DS, but you know, all all the complaining about it not being that portable or the controls not being that good would be resolved like that instantly with it being on a home console, and the graphics would be even better. I mean, it looks great as it is, looks amazing in 3D. I usually have to turn 3D off, especially in the ground segments, just so I could focus better. Um, but this game would look even more fantastic in HD. This is definitely the best looking game on the 3DS. Perhaps one of the best looking games Nintendo has ever made. I think the Galaxy games and Brawl look better overall. Those games look absolutely gorgeous, but graphically speaking, this game is phenomenal. It definitely shows off what the 3DS could do. The 3DS is very much capable of full 3D gameplay. But I do hope that doesn't dissuade people from making good 2D games now, like you did with the Game Boy Advance and DS. Back to the game. Um, Uprising has a shit ton of replay value. I just played through one of the missions again. I find myself replaying the earlier missions because they're the shortest and a ton of fun, and I could play them on the really high difficulty settings. The replay value comes from the fact that you could spend almost an hour basically at a time faffing about in the weapon shop and the weapon fusion area and make new weapons, try them out, see what you like, see what you don't like. There's a lot of variety in this game. No two weapons are the same. There's aesthetically and gameplay wise, there's a lot of variety. It's just fantastic. Um, it keeps everything fresh and new. And I would be playing this game a long time from now, especially if there's a way to play it on the Wii U. Like if there's a port of the game, or there's an equivalent to the Game Boy player on the Wii U, but with DS and 3DS games. Um, the level design is great. The air missions, I actually don't like them as much as a lot of other people do. I don't think they're the best part of the game. As a matter of fact, if I'm trying to beat the game without dying, something I'll get to in a second, the air mission just seems like another thing I have to get through to get the ground mission, the real meat of the game. The air missions are fine. I like them a lot. But let's put it this way. Um, there's one chapter in the game that's nothing but air. That's one giant air mission and then a boss battle. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone as to why or when or with who or whatever. But I found that to be the least enjoyable chapter of the game, except for the last chapter, the final boss. The chapters are comprised of air missions, land missions. Good God, these are good. There's plenty of room to explore and do whatever the hell you want to do. But you have an arrow that guides you in the general direction you want to be going. So you're never lost, but at the same time, you're free to roam around, control the camera as you please with the stylus, search for new areas and new treasure. A lot of the replay value comes from getting treasure, obviously. It's amazing that way. I keep playing levels again, looking for new secrets and stuff, looking for new weapons to find, looking for new things to satisfy, to unlock certain things, etc. It really is a great game. The boss battles, these are tough. I would have liked it more if the camera was focused on the boss the whole time, so you didn't have to worry about it. I mean, controlling the camera with the stylus is fine in land battles, but in boss battles it's quite jarring. And ugh. Oh, one thing I absolutely hate about this game: when you die, it automatically becomes easier. So it makes, if you want to play in a really hard difficulty, you can't die. It wastes your hearts if you die, and it feels insulting. Like, oh, you're not good enough to try it in this difficulty. No, I won't give you any more chances. Play it easier. You're not good enough, and it's jarring to me. It's not. It's insulting. That's what it is. Um, but these are just minor blemishes. And the more you like a game, the more nitpicky you get about it. In terms of music, it's always stuck in my head. I love this soundtrack. Um, oh, plot. This is actually a pretty plot-heavy game for a Nintendo game. I'm kind of surprised, actually, especially for a game with the kind of tone that Kid Icarus has. More of a Mario-esque tone, lightness of tone and stuff, than a more of a Metroid darker tone. Story's great. Um, feels like a really good Saturday morning cartoon. The lines are cheesy, but they're funny, and they give you a really good insight into the nature of the characters. Pit, Palutena, Magnus, Doug Pit, um, Medusa, etc. The lines. There's a section later on in the story where everyone, instead of fighting each other, the main rivals, instead of fighting each other, they're fighting some outside force. And I love these sections because it 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 takes away the seriousness of the battle, and and it shows you, what are these guys like when they're not fighting to the death. And I know the story is cheesy, corny, etc., but it's really well done. The characterization is spot on, and I love it. The voice acting is great. I have a couple of problems with the story, but I don't want to spoil anything. Um, if you want to inquire further, leave a comment and I'll let you know. But if you haven't played the game yet, first of all, get the game. It's fantastic. A couple of control issues, but if you like Nintendo, if you like anything, if you like third-person shooters, you will like this game. This game is fantastic. Um, so yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising, definitely the best game on the 3DS. Better than 3D Land, better than Mario Kart 7, better than any of the remakes, better than Sonic Generations on the 3DS. It's the best game on the 3DS so far. I'm waiting for Nintendo to top it. I'm not sure if they will. I hope they do, but so far this is the one to beat. Get Kid Icarus Uprising. It's fantastic. Um, I don't do scores, but yeah, it's great. Final Smasher out. Peace.